Every morning, you wake up, you make coffee, you grab breakfast, and without knowing it, you just told your belly fat to stay exactly where it is for the next 12 hours. It's not what you're eating. It's not even how much. It's when you're eating it and what your hormones were already doing at that exact moment. Because right now, within 30 minutes of waking up, you're triggering a biological chain reaction that locks belly fat in place. And if you've been doing this for months, maybe years, your body thinks this is the plan. This is just how mornings work. But once you understand the 90-minute window that's sabotaging everything, fixing it takes about 10 seconds of different timing. No new diet, no supplements, no meal prep for 3 hours on Sunday. Just one shift in when you eat what, and it flips your fat-burning switch back on. Today, we're going inside your morning metabolism to see what's actually happening. Because your organs have opinions about breakfast, and they've been trying to tell you something. Let's find out from the inside. Here's what you need to know. Your body doesn't wake up neutral. It wakes up armed. Meet cortisol, your body's built-in alarm clock / overly enthusiastic personal trainer. Around 6 to 8 a.m., it surges naturally. This is called the cortisol awakening response, and it's not a bug. It's a feature. Cortisol floods your system like someone just hit the fire alarm in a hotel. Heart rate up, blood sugar up, fat cells on lockdown. This spike is your body's way of saying, wake up, move, hunt, survive. Very dramatic, very effective. Your liver's already busy. It spent the night managing your blood sugar while you drooled on your pillow. Now, it's dumping a little glucose into your bloodstream to get you moving. Your pancreas is standing by, clipboard ready, waiting to see if insulin needs to show up. Your belly fat, that stubborn guest who won't leave the party, it's sitting there, listening to cortisol, thinking, oh, we're in survival mode? Cool. I'll just stay put. And this whole system, this morning metabolic meeting, it's actually perfect. Your body's doing exactly what it should. Evolution spent thousands of years designing this wake-up protocol. But then, you walk into the kitchen. And that's when everything goes sideways. Because what you do in the next 30 minutes will decide whether your belly fat burns or builds. Here's what actually happens. So, you've got high cortisol. That's normal. Your blood sugar's already slightly elevated. Also normal. Your body's essentially running on its own generator, preparing for the day. This is the part that's supposed to happen. Then you eat. And here's where the science gets interesting. If you grab something high in carbs first thing, toast, cereal, a muffin, even that healthy smoothie with banana and honey, you're spiking insulin. And insulin, remember, is your storage manager. It shows up, sees all that sugar, and immediately starts filing it away. But here's the problem. Cortisol and insulin together, they're like two managers trying to run the same meeting. Cortisol's yelling, release energy, we need fuel. And insulin's yelling, store everything, we've got too much. Your body doesn't know which one to listen to. So it does the safest thing. It stores fat, especially around your belly, because that's where cortisol likes to park long-term energy when it's confused. Think of it like this. Cortisol is the boss who just told everyone there's a budget crisis. Then insulin walks in with boxes of donuts saying, actually, we just got a huge bonus. Your fat cells don't know what's happening. So they just hold on to everything, just in case. That's your belly fat, stuck in middle management, refusing to downsize. Or picture your metabolism as a computer. Cortisol just opened 47 tabs. Then you threw in a massive file, high-carb breakfast, before it could process anything. Now, the whole system's frozen. Your fat-burning program crashed, and it stays crashed for hours. Because once insulin spikes that hard while cortisol's still high, you've just told your body, this is an emergency. Store now, burn never. So let's follow this disaster, minute by minute. Because once you see the timeline, You'll never do breakfast the same way again. Right when you wake up, cortisol is peaking. Blood sugar's slightly up. Your belly fat's on standby, waiting for instructions. Right now, you're in a natural fat-burning window. If you just waited, moved a little, drank some water, your body would start tapping stored fat for energy. Picture a vault door slowly opening, ready to release stored energy. This is the moment. This is when everything could go right. But that's not what happens. 15 minutes later, breakfast time. You eat. Let's say oatmeal with fruit. Seems healthy, right? But it's 40 grams of carbs hitting a system that's already sugar-loaded. Insulin launches like a rocket. Within 10 minutes, your blood sugar spikes hard. Imagine a graph line shooting straight up, almost vertical. And that spike, combined with high cortisol, sends a message to your belly fat. Emergency. Store everything. Your pancreas is sprinting around like a restaurant server during rush hour. Insulin. More insulin. Table 3 needs storage. No wait. Table 7. It's chaos. Meanwhile, cortisol's still elevated, still telling your body we're in survival mode. Picture 2 traffic lights at the same intersection, one screaming green, one screaming red. The 2 signals collide, and your fat cells freeze. They don't know whether to release or protect. So they protect. Always safer to hold than to let go. 30 minutes in, the crash begins. Insulin's doing its job too well. It's yanking sugar out of your bloodstream and cramming it into storage. Your energy curve drops like a roller coaster, straight down. Your blood sugar starts dropping. Fast. Now you're tired. Brain fog sets in. You need another coffee. Maybe a snack. But here's the kicker. Your belly fat is locked. Insulin said, store, and cortisol said, protect. So even though you're tired, even though you need energy, your body won't touch stored fat. It's off limits. It's like having a full tank of gas, but the fuel line's disconnected. You're running on fumes while the reserve just sits there. An hour later, you're hungry again. Of course you are. You never actually burned anything. You just stored and crashed. So you eat again. Another carb hit. Insulin spikes again. The whole cycle repeats like a hamster wheel, spinning faster, but going nowhere. And every time this happens, every single morning, you're training your metabolism to store belly fat first and burn it never. By 90 minutes, cortisol's finally dropping back to normal. Imagine that vault door from the beginning, now rusted shut, covered in chains. If you just waited until this point, eaten protein and fat instead of carbs, your whole day would look different. But you didn't. You missed the window. And now your insulin sensitivity is shot for the next 4 hours. Your belly fat got its daily reminder. Stay put. We might need you. Remember that alarm system. You just hit snooze on fat burning until tomorrow. But here's the breakthrough nobody talks about. The problem isn't breakfast. It's the timing and the type. And once you understand the real issue, the fix is almost stupid simple. Here's what blew my mind when I finally understood this. You're not broken. Your hormones aren't sabotaging you. You're just asking them to do 2 opposite things at the exact same time. It's like telling someone to drive and reverse simultaneously. The car just shakes and goes nowhere. The issue isn't that you're eating breakfast. It's that you're eating high-carb breakfast during your cortisol spike. Those 2 things together, that's the belly fat lock. Separately, they're fine. Together, they're cement. Think of cortisol as opening your fat cells for potential energy release. It's unlocking the vault, getting ready for action. But if you immediately spike insulin with carbs, insulin slams that vault shut and adds 3 more locks. Your body never gets to make a withdrawal. It just keeps making deposits. Day after day, morning after morning. Same vault, more locks, 0 access. So here's the secret that changes everything. Wait 60 to 90 minutes after waking before you eat anything high in carbs. That's it. Don't eat breakfast. Not skip carbs forever. Not some elaborate ritual involving lemon water and meditation. Just delay the carbs until cortisol calms down. During that window, if you're hungry, eat protein and fat. Eggs, Greek yogurt, avocado. Foods that don't spike insulin. This isn't bro science pulled from some forum. It's backed by studies on circadian metabolism, cortisol rhythms, and insulin sensitivity timing. But nobody explains it in a way that makes you actually change what you do. They just say, eat clean, or try intermittent fasting, without telling you why the timing matters. Your body thinks it's protecting you by storing belly fat when cortisol and insulin collide. It genuinely thinks that's the plan. That's what you want. But now you know better. You can work with your hormones instead of against them. And when you do, when you stop forcing your metabolism to multitask in opposite directions, belly fat doesn't stand a chance. Okay, so now you understand why. Let's make this actually work for you. Here are the exact steps. This is simpler than you think. When you wake up, start a timer. Seriously. For the first 60 to 90 minutes, no toast, no oatmeal, no fruit smoothies, no healthy granola. Let cortisol do its thing and drop naturally. During this window, drink water, move a little, take a walk. Let your body actually tap into stored fat the way it's trying to. Not hungry? Perfect. Wait. But if you are, eat protein and fat first. Eggs, full-fat Greek yogurt, avocado, nuts, even leftovers from dinner. Protein and fat won't spike insulin the way carbs do. They'll keep you full, keep cortisol from freaking out, and let your body stay in fat-burning mode. You can add carbs later, after 90 minutes, when your hormones aren't fighting each other. Simple test. Ask yourself, will this spike my blood sugar fast? If yes, wait. If no, you're good. And here's the piece most people skip. Move before you eat. Even 5 minutes. Walk around the block. Do some stretches. Light movement helps clear that morning glucose release from your liver and drops cortisol faster. It's like hitting the reset button before breakfast. You don't need to work out. Just don't eat, then sit. Here's what this looks like in practice. You wake up at 7. Drink water. Take a 10-minute walk or do some light stretching. Maybe have black coffee. At 8:30, you're actually hungry. You eat 3 eggs with avocado. At 9:30, 90 minutes in, cortisol's normalized. Now, you can add toast or fruit if you want. Your insulin sensitivity is back online. Your body handles it completely differently. Now, common mistakes. Don't drink a sugary coffee or latte and think it doesn't count. It does. Black coffee? Fine. Bulletproof coffee with fat? Fine. But a mocha with whipped cream? That's dessert, not a free pass. Don't wait 90 minutes and then binge on carbs thinking you're saving up. You're not. Just eat normally, but smarter. And don't stress if you mess up. One morning won't ruin everything. But 365 mornings in a row, that's why your belly won't budge. Feel shaky or dizzy during that first week. Eat protein. You're not actually low blood sugar. You're just used to constant spikes. It passes. Usually within 7 days, your body adjusts and you'll feel clearer, more energized, like someone finally fixed your thermostat. So there it is. The one thing that's been keeping your belly fat locked in place. And now you know how to unlock it. Every morning, you wake up with a choice. Keep doing what your body's used to, the cortisol carb collision, the belly fat cement. Or wait 90 minutes. Let your hormones do their job. Eat smarter. And finally, give your belly fat permission to leave. This isn't about suffering or restriction. It's about timing. Your body wants to burn belly fat. It's literally trying to every morning. You've just been accidentally telling it not to. That high-carb breakfast during your cortisol spike, it wasn't nourishing you. It was cementing the exact problem you were trying to solve. Once you align with your cortisol rhythm instead of fighting it, everything changes. Not just your belly, your energy, your focus, your whole metabolism. Because you're not forcing your system to drive and reverse at the same time anymore. You're finally letting it move forward. The vault was never locked from the outside. You were just adding more locks every morning without realizing it. Now you know where the key is. It's not in some supplement or secret food. It's in those 90 minutes. That window you've been closing before your body even had a chance to open it.